Hi again, Ashland Eagles fans. David Wilson along with Don Graham. We're your radio team for Ashland University football on Fox Sports 1340 and the iHeartRadio app. It is time for playoff preview number 2 as the Eagles advance to the second round against defending national champion Ferris State. And Don, before we get to the Bulldogs, let's talk about another victory against the Bulldogs. That was the opening round of the postseason last week against Minnesota Duluth. An absolute dominant performance by the Eagles.
Well, going into the game, I didn't see very many people that had really predicted that we would win the game, but we dominated the game. I mean, our team really on the line of scrimmage really dominated there. Our passing and pass receivers really found open spaces. Our running backs all, Chris Maloney especially, made a lot of yardage in that football game.
Kyle Waljasper, one of the top quarterbacks in all of Division II football, he was really neutralized by the AU defense. I think that may have been the most impressive facet of the game. It
took us a while. They had a drive that started the game and they scored, but it took us a while to sort of catch up with the speed of the game. And once we did, we really pretty much shut him down.
Don, before we get to the Bulldogs, one mention of the postseason honors for the Eagles. A number of players on the first and second team all-conference list, but Michael Shimmick, the player of the year, well-deserved.
Michael Shimmick has been the player that everybody has tried to block all season, and nobody's yet blocked him effectively. And he's a great young man, and he's very deserving. And the other players, too, that we had on both the offense and the defense, we're real happy with how the selections came out, and think it's pretty accurate as to our good football players.
Well, now the test ahead for the Eagles, Don, a trip up to Big Rapids, Michigan to take on the Ferris State Bulldogs in a 1 o'clock kickoff at Top Taggart Field. A long history between these two teams, former GLIAC rivals, of course, and the Eagles know what is in front of them. The Ferris State Bulldogs, they are the real deal.
They are, and but we've had years in which we've had their number. And if you look back in even the GLIAC years, especially the latter years that we were in the GLIAC, we were the only team that really beat them on a regular basis. And so I don't think our players are enamored necessarily with Ferris State's players. I think they know that they're going to be in a very competitive football game, and they have to give their best. We have to continue to improve as a football team.
On a roster of tremendous athletes for Ferris State, one stands out to me, and that's Carson Gulker. We've seen him before, a quarterback, running back, receiver type of guy. He's now playing most of his snaps in the backfield, but he's a guy the Eagles will have to key on.
Well, we will, and they like to get big up front and really run the ball at you and play some bully ball with you, and we'll have to stop that, and if we can. And so I think that that'll be the key to the football game with us, is not allow them to run the football effectively against us and make first downs and continue to move the chains.
Any other keys stand out against the Bulldogs in a playoff scenario?
I think they're always going to have a running quarterback, okay, and they're going to have some speed there. They've got a slot receiver that's looks like he was an old high school quarterback that has actually come back on a reverse and thrown a couple of passes. But I think defensively they're going to play both zone and man-to-man coverage, and they've got good athletes back there in the secondary. And then, of course, both lines are pretty darn good for them. But our kids are up to the challenge.
All right, it's the Eagles against the Bulldogs. It's the second round of the NCAA Division II playoffs. Kickoff 1 o'clock. That means our broadcast coverage on Fox Sports 1340 and on the iHeartRadio app will begin at 12:30 Eastern Time. In the meantime, for more Ashland University football content, please like and subscribe to this channel, Ashland University Football Highlights.